Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine at home. Today I will teach you lesson number 1 of geography. The name of the lesson is Environment in its Totality. As before, first you will read this chapter properly and then you will listen my video. Okay. So students, in this lesson we will learn about environment and its components. Second one is dynamism of the environment. Number third is harmful effects of human activities on the environment, and the last one is sustainable development. Okay. First of all, I will tell you what is environment. As our Earth is a unique planet, apart from human beings, it is also home for plants, animals, insects, and other living beings. And life is possible only on this blue planet. Why? Because due to the existence of life supporting conditions like oxygen, water, atmosphere, favorable temperature, etc. These conditions and the surroundings in which humans, plants and animals live is known as environment. Okay. In short, we can say the totality of conditions surrounding us, including living and non-living things, is called environment. Right? As we see around us, two types of environment: a human-made and natural environment. The human-made includes infrastructure like roads, buildings, factories, bridges, and settlements. It includes activities, creations, behaviors, and relationship among human beings also. Okay. Now I will tell you about components of the environment. These can be divided into two types. One is biotic or biological components, and second is abiotic or physical components. Human beings, plants, animals, insects, and microbes are biotic part of the environment. And the abiotic factors include all the non-living aspects of the environment. For example, air, rain, soil, climate, etc. And it also includes inorganic substance like minerals, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. and organic compounds like proteins, carbohydrates, etc. And they both factors are interdependence in an ecosystem. And to interact with one another in the biosphere, exchanging matter and energy. Groups of plants and animals depend on each other for shade, support, and food requirements, and they interact with one another in the biosphere, exchanging matter and energy. Okay. If one factor is removed or changed, it can affect the entire ecosystem. Abiotic factors are especially important because they directly affect how organisms survive. For example, showing the picture on this page, the interdependency of biotic and abiotic factors include frigid climates do not support lizards and other cold-blooded animals, relation between water and life, and the need for sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and in the early periods of history, human beings were entirely dependent on their environment. They were gatherers and hunters. Gradually, means slowly, as population increased, human activities like cultivation of crops also expanded. And now our next point is dynamism of our environment. Any change in the physical environment brings about a change in the biological environment and vice versa. It means opposite type of change. Okay, and continuously the earth's surface and landforms are changing, like the tall Himalayas that began forming some 60 million years ago rose to their present size about 2 million ago, and they are still rising. And variations in conditions in the atmosphere. Okay, you know it. You have read about in class 6 about mountains. Because of external force, mountains are still increasing. Their height is still increasing. Okay. Hydrosphere and lithosphere cause changes in the biosphere. Okay. This diagram you can see on page number 104. Okay. 4 realms of the earth. See this. 4 realms of the earth. You will draw it where is needed in your worksheet. Okay. And to fulfill the humans' need, forests were cut down rapidly for firewood, constructions and furniture, and for paper manufacturing. Land was also cleared to set up industries and for cultivation of crops. Humans killed animals in a large number for food and for their entertainment. They are making leather from the skin of animals and various other things from their bones, meat and teeth. Okay. And the use of resources harm the physical and biological environment. The unplanned use of technology by human has resulted in pollution of air, land and water. Because of the activities of the humans, many kind of calamities are facing, like earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, landslides, floods, hurricanes and drought risk and damage both life and property. Okay. Now, problem of environment. How occurring? Today, urbanization and and industrialization has led to pollution and problems of various kinds. Okay, air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution, land pollution, etc. are results of harmful human interference in the environment. Okay, because human is only doing interference, and he is only the one who is the reason of these all kinds of pollutions, right? At several fertile area were transformed into wasteland and deserts, and in many places condition is worst due to over irrigation and waterlogging. Several streams dried up because of over irrigation and hydropower projects, and the increase of the amount of carbon dioxide and an increase in greenhouse gases in the air causes global warming. This rise in global temperatures results mainly from air pollution. Okay, you can see in the picture below the adverse effect of modern lifestyle in our environment. You will draw it where it is needed. Okay. Now the last point of the chapter is sustainable development. What is sustainable development? It is the development that meets the need of the present without compromising on ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. Now it is essential to recognize environment related problems and find solutions for sustainable development. Okay, we should follow the guidelines for how to use our natural resources in a sensible or better way or carefully. Right? Earth is the only planet where is life, and the resources are limited. So we need to live on it in a sensible manner. To ensure a balance is maintained between human and natural environment, humans should take the responsibility to nurture all plants and animals life on earth because it is for their benefit only. Right? They should not harm the environment. All activities must check which puts undue stress on the biosphere. So I hope students you will also do the same for our environment. This chapter is over. Worksheet is also there on homework page. Do it nicely and learn also. Bye.